When you buy your own gifts, your expectations are always met. We're talking about unmet expectations. You're watching Unbillable. Have you ever wanted to change your mind about something? I know you have. I want to change my mind about something. I made an episode just last week about how Valentine's Day is sort of not my favorite holiday. Let's just put it that way. It's still not my favorite holiday. I just spent the weekend. We film on Monday, post on Wednesday, so here I am going through it. I spent the weekend having a little shopping trip, you could say. Enjoying the finer things that Costa Mesa and Fashion Island has to offer. Actually, Luis, go ahead and put that picture somewhere so that people can see me carrying all the bags. Real quick, just a little fun fact. I like to carry all of the bags. And when I say all the bags, I mean all the bags. Let's make this clear. I'm not there for the shopping. I'm not there for the shopping. I'm a guy's guy. I surgically enter the shopping arena, buy the one item that I came there for. I already know my size. I do not try it home. I try it on, and I take it home. I take it home. I pay for it. I take it home. That's it. Walk in, get the item, pay for it, take it home. That's it. I don't have to touch everything. I don't have to try on everything. I don't need the same thing in multiple colors. I'm not there for the shopping. You know what I am there for? I'm there to carry all of the stuff. And when I'm carrying so much stuff that everybody is staring at me, it's clearly time to go home. And so that's the idea behind the whole I want to carry all the bags. Now, don't get me wrong. Let's not act crazy. It's not so much stuff that I'm like literally being dragged to the ground by the bags. It just feels like it. It just feels like that. It's incredible how heavy a pair of boots can be, like for 4 hours. Anyways, I digress. The point is, have you ever wanted to change your mind about something? Because like the company I picked to send flowers before the whole shopping experience, they brought the flowers on the wrong day. And Karla, my fantastic receptionist outside, who has an amazing, amazing man in her life, his flower company also failed to meet the deadline. So I continue to hate Valentine's Day because of the expectations. The expectations the holiday creates. Because again, frankly, it's expectations that kind of really determine whether you like or don't like something. I mean, think about that. When you think this is going to be the greatest night of your life, you often come home kind of disappointed. When you go out like, we'll see what happens, those sometimes can be the greatest nights that ever happen. And it's many, many times about how you think about things from an expectation standpoint. So does that mean you should have low expectations for everything? Absolutely not. In fact, I horribly have very high expectations for everything and am commonly sort of disappointed with the results. But I'm wise enough to recognize that the disappointment stems from the fact that my expectations are overly inflated, right? So again, it's about expectations, controlling your expectations. It's about decision making. It's about picking the appropriate florist, someone you have confidence in getting the job done by the deadline. You know what? It's kind of like picking an attorney. You gotta pick somebody you know will get the job done without missing deadlines. You ever wanted to change your mind? It's probably too late by the time you find out the flowers aren't there on the right day. It's too late to change your mind. I can tell you that by experience. In fact, I wanted to put the flower company on the phone with her. They weren't interested in that. Smart on their part. But the point is, in the legal world, you can change your mind. You can go, you can start with one attorney. You can file a lawsuit using a different attorney. You can have one lawyer start your lawsuit, change your mind, and switch to another attorney. I mean, it's just a matter of you finding another lawyer that's willing to take your case and signing the appropriate paperwork to remove one lawyer and add another one. God knows if I could sign the paperwork today to replace the flower company that I used, and I'm going to go ahead and speak for Karla's man, the flower company that he used, we sure as hell would sign that paperwork. You better believe it. Because the expectations created by the stupid holiday were not met. And now here I am, ranting and raving it with all of you about it. It's much easier to change your lawyer. It's a decision that you can make. It's a lot harder to fix the damages created when the flowers fail to arrive. Just think about this. You know what they do when the flowers don't get there by the deadline, right? They give you your money back. Do you think that really solves the problem? I don't think it does. I don't think it does at all. And that's why I'm going to sue the flower company. No, I'm not. I'm not going to sue the flower company. Instead, I'm going to get back to work suing somebody, taking out my anger and vengefulness on someone that is not the flower company. But if I could sue the flower company, I would. I don't know what my damages exactly would be, but it'd be a lot more than the money spent on the flowers. God knows that's the truth. Let's go talk to Karla and see what she has to say about the flowers not showing up on time.
Hate this.
Who are you calling?
The manager from this angry girlfriend alert.
Wait, she's on the phone
With the flower company.
Thanks.
Not Valentine's Day.
Dude, I swear to God, he's like, I'm gonna transfer you with my manager because he couldn't help me. I'm like, okay. I've been on hold for 5 minutes and he like puts me on the phone again. He's like, I'm gonna transfer you right now, okay? They're so pretty. But it's not Valentine's.
It's almost like I put the... we should just script the show because she hit the line perfectly right there.
Tell us about your Valentine's Day
I
experience.
actually wasn't expecting anything until my boyfriend from Spain calls me like at 5 a.m. his time and pops the question like, did you get anything today? And I was like, no, was I supposed to? And he was like, yeah, you're supposed to get flowers today. And I was like, well, I didn't. And he was like, oh, and then your office not open tomorrow, Saturday. And I'm like, well, does it even matter? So I got him today.
You gotta appreciate Karla giving us that candid view into the unmet expectations, the disappointment, the frustration, all the things you wouldn't ordinarily associate with a holiday like Valentine's Day. Hopefully things you also don't associate with your attorney. Remember, you can't change all the decisions you make, but you can change some of them. And you can also watch some of the funny things that happened while we made this episode of Unbillable. We're talking about unmet expectations. You're watching Unbillable, the loudest car go by ever. Meet your expectations. We're talking about unmet expectations. One more time. Yeah, there you go. I'm giving you a couple now.